So I'm Alexander Carpentier. I am a professor of neurosurgery at Sorbonne University in Paris Hospital. And I am managing all the neurosurgical team here. Also managing a research laboratory on surgical technologies. And I founded the innovation we're going to talk about now. Brain innovation is very important because there is a lot of pathologies still in the brain that are not solved, as you know. And one of the big problems, there is many, but one of the major problem is the blood-brain barrier. The blood-brain barrier is somehow the vessel in the brain that are particularly sealed so that the drug that you gave either orally or intravenously don't get correctly in the brain, don't get at a sufficient concentration in the brain. So this is a big problem because we have a certain amount of drug that could be useful, but since it can't reach the brain at a sufficient concentration, they're not effective on patients. Did here at Sorbonne University and with the collaboration of Cartera company is using ultrasound to temporarily open the blood-brain barrier. Since 10 years now, we're working on this technology. Ultrasound can transiently open the blood-brain barrier, and now we know that it is totally non-toxic for the brain. The blood-brain barrier is open for several hours thanks to the ultrasound emission. It's a low-intensity ultrasound emission, and it allows the drugs and the cell and the immunity of the patients to get for the first time in the brain. The advantage of this innovation is its simplicity to use, its compatibility with routine clinical practice. So there is a huge espoir on this technology that gives today, on the different clinical trials we did, some confirmation of its non-toxicity, of its safety, and there is also some hints of efficacy in controlling the tumor. We need a technology in neuroscience, we need a technology to open the blood-brain barrier, a technology that can be reproducible each time the patients need it, and a technology that can address different pathology in neuroscience. And the SonoCloud technology, meaning that the implanted ultrasound transducer built by Cartera and innovated here by myself at Sorbonne University, allows this for chemotherapy to get better inside the tumor and then to be more efficient, but also allow different other treatment for other pathologies such as Alzheimer's disease, such as lateral sclerosis, and we can imagine different other applications for the future. So the main challenge now for us is to perform sufficiently enough patient in very well established clinical trial. We have now 4 clinical trials running in France, in Europe, and in the United States. And the goal for us and for Cartera is to acquire a sufficient amount of patient and data to show the real advantage and the real efficacy, statistically significant efficacy of this technology, to be sure that it helps the patients.
As Alexandre said, the SonoCloud has the unique ability to open the blood-brain barrier, and the blood-brain barrier prevents molecules from entering into sufficient quantity into the brain, and then there are some pathologies that are very bad pathologies like brain tumors or metastases in the brain that do not have any solution today. And by opening this BBB, we will open also opportunities for patients to get treatments that are much more effective, and possibly we will in the long future save patients that are dying today from these diseases. The patients will benefit from this because it's a unique opportunity to have efficient treatments available for them. I've mentioned previously a patient having brain tumors, but also patient having neurodegenerative diseases will benefit from that. But this is also a benefit for the clinicians, because the clinicians today do not have the proper tool to give efficient treatments to their patients. So with such a tool, I mean, the chances for the different clinical trial on new molecules will be higher to succeed. So for them, I mean, this is also a hope, and for the industry also, because the pharmaceutical industry experienced very bad results in the past decades, and with a combination with a tool like the SonoCloud, this is the possibility for them maybe to be more successful in the clinical trials that they're running years after years. We have ongoing studies in mainly in oncology today, in glioblastoma, but we have also studies ongoing on neurodegenerative diseases. The first results on glioblastoma are very exciting. I mean, we are now continuing the development, and we are looking more at the efficacy on large studies. In the coming 2 to 3 years, we hope that we will have confirmed the very good first results that we got in this indication. And we've started treated also Alzheimer's disease patients. We've treated the first cohort of 10 patients. We are presently analyzing the results. These are also very encouraging results, and we are already preparing for the next trial to try to even improve these results and have on large patient population some result to come.
All this program is supported by the European community with the EIT Health. So I would like to thank them a lot for their support. I'd like to thank also the EBC European Brain Council support also. And of course, Frédéric Sottini for the Cartera. The technology he is performing is very well, very nice, very reproducible, and so thanks to everybody for this support and this clinical trial, this European clinical trial.